Let me explain something to Stalinist Bernie Sanders, Marxist, Soros Marxist, Blinken, and all the rest of them. All this Biden trying to appease the Hitler youth, the Islamist terrorists among us, and the Marxists is going to backfire. Americans love their country. Americans love their country. And they're disgusted by what they're seeing on TV with their colleges and universities. Americans despise the Palestinian terrorists, the Arab terrorists. We know from experience what they're capable of throughout our history, and on 9/11 in particular. We understand that the Israelis share our common bond. The Islamists do not. We understand that Abraham, Isaac, Jacob, where their homeland was, where they are buried. We understand where Jesus was born and where he walked and where he was murdered by the Romans, like so many other Jews, by the way. The idea that Palestinians, that were Arab Bedouins, who renamed themselves Palestinians, not only have a right to these areas, but have a right to kill people, to slaughter people, to demand that the Jews in Israel be exterminated, that Americans be exterminated right here in America, where they're taking down our flags and putting up Palestinian flags. Americans aren't going to put up with this crap. I think a whole lot of us have had enough of this. We're tired of paying for the brainwashing of our kids, the future generation. We're tired of the teachers' unions. We're tired of the Marxist, Islamist faculties and administrators. We're tired of their books filled with hate and filth. We're tired of the media, which I'll get to later, that promotes this agenda, this hate America fundamental transformation agenda. We're tired of Joe Biden, who's given nothing to this country, who's gotten rich and powerful as a result of politics. We're tired of it. We're tired of these numbskulls destroying our economic system. We're tired of them destroying the value of our dollar, our pensions, our Social Security, our savings accounts, our paychecks. We're sick of it. We're tired of the high interest rates, where our kids and grandkids can't purchase homes, and the credit cards and the double-digit interest rates on cards. We're tired of going to our grocery stores, our eyes popping out of our heads at prices, or even the drive-thrus, the fast food drive-thrus. We're tired of Biden driving up the price of electricity and oil and gasoline, heating and air conditioning. We're sick of it. We're sick of Biden and his administrators telling us what kind of car we can buy, what kind of dishwasher, washing machine, dryer, what kind of ceiling fan, what kind of lawnmower, what kind of leaf blower. Who the hell do these people think they are? We're sick and tired of them telling us where we can and cannot live, what kind of house we can build. We're tired of their American hatred. We're tired of their Jew hatred. We're tired of the redistribution of wealth from hardworking taxpayers, plumbers, electricians, truck drivers, construction workers, to Ivy League school students. with student forgiveness, loan forgiveness, without our permission and in violation of the Constitution and a Supreme Court order. We're sick of it. We're sick of a wide open border that allows 11 million foreigners to come into this country. The good, the bad, and the ugly. We're sick of it. The fentanyl, the drugs, the sex slavery, the child pornography. Sick of it. We've had enough. We've had enough. Inflation's not going away. It's going to get worse. The value of the dollar is shrinking because they won't stop printing money. They won't stop spending money. And not on you, on climate change. We're going to wake up one day to brownouts and blackouts like they've had in California. We're going to wake up one day and, in the best interest of the country, of course, like the pandemic. You can drive on this day and not that day. You can fill up your car on this day and not that day. And it'll get worse. They'll monitor how many miles you're driving, how big your house can be, how many automobiles you can have, how far you can drive on any given day. It's right there. It's in your future. Look at it. There it is. Biden's already talking about a massive increase in the capital gains tax. But don't worry, it only affects the rich. How many of you own homes? Well, in the end of that process, when you sell it, you're hit with a capital gains tax. He's a liar. He's funded by billionaires. He's funded by Soros. He's funded by American-hating dark money. He's funded by foreign governments. His brother was doing business with Qatar. His son was all over the globe doing business with our enemies. And we're supposed to pretend it didn't happen. We're supposed to pretend Joe didn't know a damn thing about any of it. His family is up to their eyeballs, but nobody ever said anything to Joe. We're sick of it, all of it. We're sick of the Biden family, and we're sick of him. The lies about his mental state. He's a humiliation. Shuffles around, can't get his sentence straight, can't remember. He's on stage 5 of 7-stage dementia. We all know it. And Dr. Jill, she defends him. She likes being First Lady. She likes getting on Air Force One. She likes be calling the First Lady. She loves it. So the rest of us suffer. We watch as Joe Biden single-handedly is trying to destroy our ally, Israel, as he has funded the Islamo-Nazi regime in Tehran, which in turn has funded terrorists all over the world, including those surrounding Israel and those coming across our border. He's funding Iran, which in turn is funding China with the sale of oil. He's funding Iran, which in turn is giving drone technology to the Russians to murder the Ukrainians. And where are the Americans that were left in Afghanistan? They don't even talk about them. Why is that? Joe Biden is an evil, diabolical, incredibly stupid man. He tells you to worry about Donald Trump. He's going to be a dictator, a racist, an anti-Semite. What's funny is that describes Joe Biden in every respect. Joe Biden, racist, segregationist. The record is clear. It's unequivocal. Joe Biden, the anti-Semite, blackmailing Menachem Begin, blackmailing Netanyahu, targeting Israel like he doesn't target any other country on the face of the earth. He's an anti-Semite, just like his buddy Obama. No question about it. I don't care what the Islamist Hitler youth have to say in their universities in Dearbornistan. I don't do my own thinking through their hate and their cancerous poison. It's obvious to anybody who opens their eyes. We're sick of this guy. And this effort to put Donald Trump in prison. This disgusting, pathetic, sickening case in Manhattan. This disgusting, pathetic, sickening judge. This disgusting, pathetic, so-called prosecutor. And their disgusting, pathetic, so-called media, which you hate. 8 out of 10 Americans despise the media in this country. Well, of course you do. They're lying SOBs who've destroyed freedom of the press in our country, who give us lies and propaganda each and every day. They get their data from Hamas. They get their positions from Marxists. They love a Stalinist by the name of Bernie Sanders. And they love Jew haters like Tlaib and Omar and AOC. And every stinking, rotten, America-hating politician, they're on the conga line on these Sunday shows, one after another. We are sick and tired of Joe Biden. We're sick and tired of his damnable party and his damnable media. We're sick and tired of his damnable students and faculty and administrators. Sick up to here. The greatest country on the face of the earth. Look at all the people who've died to preserve this country. So these pukes, these Jew haters, these America haters, can destroy it with a couple of elections? Is that what we become in this country? We don't teach anymore the truth about the Revolutionary War, the truth about the Civil War. We don't teach anymore the truth about World War I, the truth about World War II and subsequent wars. No. We brainwash our children to hate our country, hate our military, and hate our cops. I've had it up to here. And their abuse of our children, which is a mainstay now of the Democrat Party ideology. The sexualization of our children. The sexualization of 5-year-olds, 6-year-olds, 7 years old. The pornography that's in our school libraries. You challenge it, and Joe Biden says, oh, you're book burning. That stupid bastard. What's the last book that he's ever read? The culture's been unraveled. Our morals are being burned to a crisp. Our institutions have been taken over. I'd say we've had enough. And you see what's going on in the streets, ladies and gentlemen. You see what's taking place. That's Joe Biden. Joe Biden's America. He talks about the First Amendment. The First Amendment? He didn't talk about the First Amendment when his Attorney General issued a memo threatening parents with every lever of power at the Department of Justice. He didn't mention the First Amendment when his FBI is using SWAT teams and his marshals are using SWAT teams to throw little old ladies in prison for daring to peacefully protest in front of their sacred abortion facilities. First Amendment, the same administration, where every department and agency in this administration monitors the American people, works over social media platforms to censor what they don't like and promote what they do? You mean the administration that set up a disinformation board, a government disinformation board? That administration that cares about the First Amendment? You mean the Democrats who applaud the gag rules on Donald Trump? Don't hand me this crap that they support the First Amendment. They hate the Constitution. They hate the framers. They hate the Bill of Rights. These are Marxist Islamists. They don't believe in any of it. And we have had enough.